Libra. Libra, this will be a Zen spread. This will not include anybody else in your life, unless it's affecting you in some way, in your mind, in your heart, in your environment. But the purpose for this spread is to look at yourself and look at the issues that you have in order to heal, in order to move forward, in order to evolve yourself, in order to gain a clearer understanding of yourself. Mind, heart, body, and soul. Three of Cups reversed. Libra, Libra, Libra. Mind, heart, body, soul for Libra. A lot of reversals in your mind, and interesting. Alright. Oh. So like it shifted a little bit. I want to show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. But I've got the 6 of coins right here. And then underneath that, the Justice. Very interesting how that happened. So you've got an imbalance in your life. Maybe you are giving more than you're receiving, or taking more than you give. There's some sort of imbalance, injustice. You might not feel yourself, you might feel imbalanced. If you want, you can look at the Aries spread, the Aries reading that I did yesterday. Sometimes when a sign is not feeling themselves, they will revert to their opposite sign. So if you want to take a look at that, that might help you. Also look at your Venus and Moon sign. In your mind right now, you have or in the past, you have the King of Pentacles in reversal. You might be feeling unstable. This might be a person that you're thinking of, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you might be feeling unstable. You might be thinking about a lack in abundance. Someone who is feeling unstable. Someone who isn't spiritually grounded. Someone who has a lack in health, someone who's sick. Or they can be financially unstable. Or they can be all three. In your present moment, in your mind, you have the Five of Pentacles reversed. The Five of Pentacles upright usually speaks to seeking some sort of reprieve from destitution of some sort. Pentacles is about health, finances, and spirituality. So when you have a destitution in one of those things, you either look for a doctor, you look for a therapist, or you search for some sort of financial reprieve. So when this is a reversal, that means that either you found your reprieve, you found your spiritual guidance, you found your financial support, you found your doctor, or this is you thinking about finding it. This could also be someone who has been left out in the cold, and now they're healing from that. And you are thinking about them, because this is the mind. This is what you're thinking about. In the future, you have the Magician reversed. And this is about, it can be about letting go of control. It can also be about manifesting negatively. What you think is what will become. And if you think negatively, that's what's going to happen. Negative things are going to happen. So when the Magician is reversed, it's negative manifestations. Or it can be just letting go of control of a situation. It can also be someone who is a manipulator, a liar, someone who twists words. But that's in your mind. In your heart, you have, in the past, the Empress upright. This is someone who has the goddess energy, a nurturer, a mother, someone who's very generous, who's very kind, who's very loving. This could be you. So, being very nurturing, being very loving, being very generous. Being creative and abundant, and sitting in your power. In your present moment, you have the Seven of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands upright talks about defending your beliefs. When it's reversed, it can be that you're overly defensive. You might feel like you're getting attacked, and you're overly defending yourself to the point that you're pushing people away, or you're jumping the gun and not really, seeing things for how they are. You're kind of just like being overly defensive, even when people aren't attacking you. This can also talk about not caring if other people are attacking you, if people are gossiping about you, if people are trying to tell you that you're wrong. You're just not caring. Keep feeling this sort of anxiety. It's like you're very worried about something. And it's got you a bit anxious. Emotional space. In the future, for your heart, you have the Page of Swords. This can be about information gathering. This can be about spying. It can be about a message of truth. It can be about analysis, logic, truth, tactic. Some sort of clear, truthful message that comes through. Maybe a truth from your heart, or a truth to your heart that comes through. But it's in your heart space, and you are an air element. And so this is your element. It would be you coming into more alignment with yourself. Being logical, being analytical, finding truth, seeking truth, and speaking it. Because pages are messengers. Usually a page is a messenger. In your body, you have in the past, you have the Eight of Swords reversed. And this is your body and environment and material. You have the Eight of Swords reversed. So that's breaking free of chains. If this is someone outside of you affecting you, it can be someone outside of you is feeling trapped. It would be in the upright position. As they're affecting you, it comes into the reversal. But if this is you, as a feeling for you and yourself, you might be breaking free of some sort of bondage, some sort of fear, some sort of illusion that's kept you from taking action. You might be releasing stress and anxiety for something and healing from it. Seeing things for the truth of the situation, seeing things truly how they are. In your present situation, in your earth element, in your body, in your environment, you have the Six of Cups. And that can be about children. It can be about reminiscing about the past. It can be children who are in your environment and affecting you. It can be someone from your past who is affecting you. It can be you reminiscing about things from your past, seeing them with rose-colored glasses on, not really seeing them for the truth of how they were, but how you want them to be, how your heart wants them to be, not really seeing the truth of the situation. In the future, for your earth element, you have the Queen of Pentacles in the reversal. This can be a person who is affecting you, your environment. It can be an upright earth energy who's generous, kind, nurturing. But if it's you, and if it's in the reversal, then you might be feeling unstable. You might be feeling ungrounded. You might not be feeling very nurturing or generous. Since this is your earth element, it can affect all of the qualities of earth, really. Spirituality, finances, health. You might be feeling a little bit sick, or you might have caught a cold or something like that. If it's your finances, then you might not be feeling very stable in your finances. Maybe you have a little bit of debt from Christmas. If it's your spirituality, you might be feeling unstable spiritually. You might be redefining what you believe. And rebuilding foundations in that way. This can also talk to that anxiety that I was feeling. It just feels unstable, and so you get anxious about it. Something just doesn't feel very stable. This could also be a person around you who isn't feeling stable. But usually when somebody outside of you is affecting you, it comes into the reversal even though it's upright. And then when it's reversed, then it will come in as an upright energy. If that makes sense. In your soul, in the past, you have the Ten of Swords. This is a very painful situation. A lot of stress, a lot of mental anguish. There could have been backstabbing. There could have been lies and manipulations. There could have just been very harsh truth that was just hard to deal with. It is a healing card, though. It's like this was in the past, too. So this is more of a healing energy. That was the pinnacle of what it was. And you should be able to move forward in a more eased, emotionally eased way. That was the pinnacle of what it would be. It could be ongoing, though, because these cards that are coming up are still, like, very stressed out. So we have the Ten of Swords here in the past. And I feel like it's still ongoing. I don't feel like you've really, like, concluded the situation. I feel like it's just, you know, it's let up a bit, but it's not, completely resolved. And that's why you're still like anxious and worried and kind of going through this. In the present moment, we have the Six of Swords for your soul. And that is about not being able to take truths out of your emotions. Like here in the Ten of Swords, if you can see it, it's really dark, but if you can see it, there's like all of these waves crashing on the beach, and it's like really dark, and yeah, it just looks like complete and utter breakdown, high tension, emotional upset, really stormy ocean, and she's just sitting in this like circle of decayed flowers. on the beach, just being like stabbed in the back by all these swords. And so when I see the Six of Swords here moving forward in the present moment, it's like you are trying to move out of the situation, but you can't really take the swords out of your emotions. You can't take those truths out of your emotions and separate it and find that balance in order to... That's probably why you're feeling imbalanced right now, because you don't have your clarity. You need to center and balance, and you aren't able to. You're very stressed out and worried about this thing. Libras, I know Libras are, the way that you guys need to balance yourself and find that peace that you need is you guys need to like go out into the woods and just like take a walk, take a hike in the woods, and connect with the earth, connect with the air, breathe, and find peace and center. That's the best way for Libras to heal from the situation, to ease their stress. Find alone time out in the woods and just like breathe. But yeah, you're really struggling taking these truths and separating them and finding that balance. Since I have the Justice cards sitting here staring at me underneath all of these, I'll pull it up. This is your card. Oh, look at that. Two of Pentacles underneath that, yeah. Oh dear. Tower, reversed. Lord help us. Alright, so like it was reversed under here, but I wanted to use it as a visual guide. This is one of your life lesson signifier cards, and if you'll look, she has the Sword of Truth, and that's like you guys. You guys are the Sword of Truth. You're an air element energy. You are the second element in the second air element in the zodiac wheel of 3. And so you guys are positioned like right in the center of the zodiac. You guys are the balance between the two sides of the zodiac. You are the exact center, and you are the balance. But what this person is doing is they are balancing a feather with a heart to find truth and balance. The feather represents mental energies, analysis, fact, logic, reason, and the heart represents emotions and the water energies and spirituality and all of those things that are very ephemeral but still very relevant. And so this person has to balance truth, fact, logic with heart and emotion and intuition and all of those things. And that's what you need to do. And that's whenever the Six of Swords comes out in the reversal, you're having trouble balancing those facts. The emotions, you're having trouble removing your facts from your emotions in order to move forward in a healthy, stable, balanced way. And so you have to kind of detach yourself emotionally in order to see and balance yourself. In order to gain clarity. But yeah, under this deck we've got all of these unbalanced things. You had like the Two of Pentacles reversed, you had Justice reversed, you've got the Tower reversed under here. You're trying to fight off a disaster, fight off something that is going to come down, a possible disaster. And you just don't feel balanced about it. You feel very unstable. And you need to get back to the equilibrium that you guys are used to, that you guys are like famous for. So in the future for your soul, that's another thing that always comes up for Libras. You guys, oh, Lord help us. In the future for your soul, you have the High Priestess reversed. And that's about your intuition. That's about that deep inner knowing. That's that heart space that I was talking about, that you need to balance out with fact and analysis and cold hard truth. You know, you can't get the full truth. You cannot get justice, real justice, only basing things on cold hard fact. You cannot get justice that way. It will not be balanced. You have to take into account the emotional side of things, the spiritual side of things. You have to take those things into account, and that will bring balance and true justice. And this, in your soul, in the reversal, talks about you not paying attention to your intuition, to those things that you can't back up with fact and reason and logic. These things come to you based on what you deeply know, just know in your soul. Things that come from a higher source that are telling you, you know, your intuition. Your conscience. And some people say that guess I'm not supposed to say that, my throat's clogging up. God source energy. The messages that come through from God source energy. That's intuition. It's not based on fact. It's not based on reason. It's intuition. You just know. These are things that you just know without fact or logic backing them up. And you have to take those things into account because they are truths. Even if they are not based, you know, they don't come from truth or fact or logic or reason. It's just God's source energy. As a bonus card, you got Strength reversed. And this definitely sounds like what's going on with this. You have let go of control. You can't find control. You can't find that inner strength in order to get yourself balanced and find balance. Grace, compassion, empathy. And that's what she uses to tame the lion. That's what she uses to tame her anxieties, her fears, the beast within, all of those things that are upsetting, all of this upsetting energy, the emotional energy that's like unbalancing you, the facts that are hurting you. This can all be balanced if you find some deep inner strength. And you just don't have it right now. You feel like you're weak, or you are letting go of control of yourself. You aren't finding control of yourself. You need to take some time to go and just go out in the woods and breathe for a bit, Libra. It's the best thing for you. I mean, it's Christmas, and it's a very, very stressful time for everybody, but and it might be snowy where you are. I don't know where you are right now, but you know, get some nice warm clothes on, go out in the park. It's really refreshing to breathe in some winter air. It's really quiet and still, and it will help you. It really will. Dear Lord, please, 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 What are the energies and messages that Libra needs to know about for this spread? Your energy is... I love that one. Your energy is always so light, Libra. It's just very, very high up, very airy energy, and it's really, really hard to pin down your air energy. That speaks to the intuition I was talking about. Yes, yes, yes. Lord help us. As you think it will become, that is that magician too. According to your faith, be it unto you, is under the deck. If you think negatively, you're going to manifest negatively. If you believe positively, if you deeply, deeply, deep down believe positively and act in the way that you believe, then that will be what will happen. And this speaks to the High Priestess. Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. I love this card. I love when it comes up for me. This speaks to your intuition. This is that deep inner knowing that you is not based on fact. It's not based on anything that's, you know. And then your other card is forgive and you shall be forgiven. So if there's a situation in your life that you need to forgive, or you feel like you're not being forgiven for, forgive the other people, forgive yourself, and you will be forgiven by the people and by yourself. Yeah. Lord help us. And then your last card is, take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Try not to worry. Take some time out. Please go take a walk in the park. Snow is absolutely beautiful. Just make sure that you're warm so you don't get sick. Yeah. Libra, if this resonated with you, I hope it heals you. I hope it guides you more towards a life more in alignment with love and light. And I do hope you have a good rest of the holiday season. If you would like a reading from me, my email is in the description box, along with the description of all of the other spreads that I do. If you would like a reading from me, then just shoot me an email and we can set up an appointment. And I will talk to you later.